Hello, well, I've just come back with my latest acquisition, trying to avoid the glare, which as you can see is an Eton E5, and it's in its box. Obviously it's not new, it's several years old, but it's in its box. I've just been here, don't know if that's in the focus, Nobrek 2019. I bought it from one of the stalls there. They're actually selling it on behalf of someone else, so there's no warranty or anything, but I did test it and it seems okay. Right, now it's obviously been taken out of the box many times, but let's just try and unbox it. There we go. So you get an instruction manual, owner's manual, okay, and there's a typical wall wart power supply. It's not very heavy, this one, probably switching. There we are. And then there's the case, which looks brand new, to be honest. Maybe it hasn't been used. Not everyone likes these cases. Well, the Velcro's very stiff. Trying to do this one-handed while holding the camera, it stuck itself down again. There we are. So there's the case, the plastic bag, and there's the radio, which is upside down. Now the only problem with radios like this is this sort of matte rubberized finish. It goes sticky. The Eton E1, the big brother of this one, big expensive brother, that's well known for this, as is the Eton G8, which I've got. And so it's a little bit sticky, so I may have to do something about that. So there's the back. So it's AM FM stereo SW dual conversion SSB 700 memories, FM 87.5 to 108.1, AM 150 to 29999 kilohertz. Designed and developed by Eton Pato Alto, assembled in China. And there's one side of it. We've got, I can't see this, low and DX, that's the attenuator or not, you can switch on or off. Headphones, stereo for FM. There's the antenna jack, and there's where the DC power supply plugs in. So those of you familiar with the Deegan DE1103 will notice the size of the case is the same. It looks different. It hasn't got the faux analog type display. And on this side we've got at the bottom a line out. Not sure if that's any good or not. Then a fine tuning wheel. Then shortwave, narrow, wide, news and music switch. And then the tuning knob. And the main difference between this and the Deegan, as well as not having the big display, it's actually got volume controls on this, so it's a bit more user friendly. And it's got a telescopic aerial on the top. It's probably quite difficult to do this one-handed, bear with me. So this stretches to quite a nice height. There we go. It obviously looks longer because of the camera angle, but it's quite long. So there's the radio. Now I'll test it out shortly, although to you it'll probably seem instantly because I'm obviously going to edit this video. So there's the basic unboxing. I did get some batteries. I just bought this from a local store. Ready Cell. These are alkaline batteries. Super alkaline 10 pack I bought. It needs 4, I believe. Didn't come with any. Actually there was 2 in the box, but they were very old, so they threw them away. Now this is, you might remember those regular followers of my channel that I bought this about 3 weeks ago. So I'll be able to test them side by side. This is a DSP and that's PLL, and see how they do. Okay, so I'll see you in a few moments, or probably instantly, depends how I edit this video. Okay, so I've got all the clutter out the way. There's the back of the radio. Now if you lift this, there's information about function buttons. F1 up to F7. They've got dual functions, meter band and other things here. So I've just had a quick look at the instruction manual, which is a bit out of reach now, I'll get it in a moment. And it mentions about these dual function buttons, and it says the information's here, and it is. So it says QC pass, quality control pass. Here's a battery compartment here, and I'll just pause and put some batteries in. Well, it was a little bit awkward getting the batteries in. Obviously I needed 2 hands for that, but they're inside. I won't open this because they tend to jump up. There's a sponge on the back of this that's pushing them down. It takes 4 AA batteries. I'll put brand new alkaline in. So let's turn it over. That's a good sign. Lighting up there. Light's gone out. I'm getting normal reflection problems. Switch on there. I don't know which way to go. I can't watch TV. I can't watch the late show. I think it suffers the same fate as the Deegan DE1103, that it comes on at a very high volume. I noticed that when they tested it for me and used the mains adapter and plugged it in, and I couldn't see these tiny volume buttons. I knew it had them because actually, strangely enough, I was thinking a lot about this yesterday, hoping I'd see one there, and well, I did. I think maybe I should tell you all next week's lottery numbers. So that was BBC Radio Lancashire, and they were playing music. So if I go like that, the aerial's not extended.
Heard of him, but in the music world, this week is the one. He was talking about
A bit delicate.
Feel was really present before for a lot of
So
young
if I put my hand near the
young
area,
men,
which is
that's
not
what made them stand
extended,
out. Especially in an era where there's a lot of chains and girls drinking and prescription drugs in US rap music. I think it's kind of polar opposite to be taking a different narrative that he has.
Still looking for the answers, trying to find the right questions, still waiting for my father.
His 2017 debut album about his parents and his
this
childhood
is
was
BBC Radio 4 from Llangollen
Now comes the follow-up,
in Wales.
Waving but Drowning. Already
Sorry about all the
#2 in
reflections.
album
There you
chart
are,
for
there's the
writers.
numbers. Right, so let's just pause. I'll just have to do something. I'll have to be quick because they play music. There's my local PES 96.5. The transmitter's just over there. 96.7, 967, enter. Bit of a mess. But you can hear the other station playing a different song. That's Radio City from Liverpool. Not bad really for a PLL set.
Message was from Alan in King's Landing. Jory Castle is dead and Will and Heward as well. Murdered.
Well, here we have BBC Radio 3.
Rob lifted his face to the snow, and the
Which
flakes
is
melted on his cheeks.
featuring Game of Thrones
May the gods give them rest.
rather than classical music. Right, I'm going to have to censor that because that'll get zapped. So I've put it on its little mini stand. The aerial doesn't go quite vertical, but it's almost there. And I found a station with speech, BBC Radio Manchester. This reception's quite good actually, because this is from Home Moss, where the main transmitter is, but this is much lower power. It's a little bit crackly, but not much. There's a lot of interference in here nowadays. I don't know what's causing it. So direct frequency entry, you just press the numbers. For example, we can go to 955, then FM, 958 FM. Now Radio Merseyside's a bit hissy there. If I lift the radio up, it's not too bad. That's from Liverpool. So it's a bit hissy there. So let's go back to Radio 4 that we had earlier. 937 this time. This is Home Moss transmitter. This is 250 kilowatts. It's quite a distance away really, but it's very strong.
It's very loose.
Certainly on this radio, very listenable. The speaker's quite small, but it gives quite a lot of volume really.
It's very conversational. He's a very old school
so you might be able to
in the sense that
see the writing next to the buttons.
And assonance.
Buttons
seem to
have more than one function. FM band, AM band, meter band, time zone check, array store, volume, SSB can be stereo, mono and FM, edit and live, page time, auto search and manual tuning by steps. Excuse me, then on the side there you can tune that way as well.
I think it got me from listening to the first album the first time.
It appears to be 25 kilohertz steps. It doesn't show the last digit. But that's quite good for a PLL set to have 25 kilohertz steps. So I suspect the filters are fairly wide, but not that wide.
That's right.
Because we've got Radio City with no problem. So it's looking quite good. Right, I'll just pause because I'm going to work out how to switch to another band. Okay, I've just been playing with it a bit. There seems to be a bit of a problem on medium wave that if you tune to the exact frequency it mutes. You've got to go 1 kilohertz off for some of them. I'll investigate that. But this is long wave. It has got long wave. I had to first of all choose turn the shipping forecast down a bit. I had to select 9 kilohertz steps for Europe for medium wave because the default setting is North America 10 kilohertz steps, so I just do that. And I tried medium wave. Let's just try now. So long wave and medium wave are all on the same wave band on this. E5. Now that's BBC Radio Lancashire from Preston, or it should be, and there's nothing. If I go down 1 kilohertz, no, that's not it. Obviously that's got to use this one. There we are. If I tuned the correct frequency, I don't know if you can see that. Terrible reflections. So that's 855. If I go to 854 you can hear it. 855 you can't, the correct frequency. 856 you can. Maybe someone who owns one of these sets can put some in the comments section. It works perfectly, but not on the exact frequency. So there's 2 bandwidths. That's wide. That's narrow. So it does work, there's just a bit, some odd happening. So I'll just turn the volume down because they're playing music. It actually sounds quite nice, the music on this. Go to 5 Live 909. That's the enter. We can't hear anything because there's no volume. There again. 909, nothing. This one.
Why is he hobbling? Why don't you just force him to go on the stretcher? He could do more damage hobbling off.
I can't see the display either. This is going to be a problem with this radio. I'll have to work out what to do about that. But football commentary, I don't think that'll get us out for copyright, but you never know. So let's try another sports channel. Sit on 089. Again, off 1 kilohertz. This is Talk Sport. This is the same transmitter as BBC 5 Live, Moorside Edge, near Manchester. So it works, but on the correct frequency it mutes. I don't remember reading about that, or maybe I did.
Norwich City and Sheffield United to being in the Premier League next season is the final word on Talk Sport.
Okay, so I'll just pause because I'm going to work out how to get shortwave. Okay, I've worked out to use shortwave. This is RF format on 5450 kHz SSB mode. You fine tune with the little wheel on the side. Bit fiddly, but I'll get used to it. Slightly better than the one on the Sony SW7600GR. That one's probably more fiddly than this one. Reception of this station is not perfect in here. But I think you can hear that okay. But it's not very stable standing up like that. You see, it's a bit wobbly. Right, I tried it on one of the ham bands, the 20 meter, around 14 megahertz, and that sort of works. So oh yes, there was something I meant to mention. I read the very small print there. It might focus, it might not. Yes, it has. Copyright 2007. Now, just one moment. Get the box. Try and focus this. You see on the box it says copyright 2008. So it's actually more recent than I thought this was. So maybe someone who's got the Eton E5 or the Grundig G5 could read the date on their box or their instruction manual, see what the dates are. So the instruction manual, I had a quick look at it, I had a brief interlude to try and get my breath back. I walked all the way to Norbreck Castle and back, which is a bit further than it looked on the map. It took me more than 50 minutes to walk there, and obviously, well, slightly more to walk back because I made a slight detour. But the owner's manual is in English, French, German, there's German, and Spanish. On the box it gives the languages in a different order, but the same languages. So let's move the radio. I'll switch it off for now. Oops. So a bit of glare on the box, probably not focusing very well. But this is English, this is German, this is French, this is Spanish. Well, this one's Italian. Maybe there's Italian as well in the instruction book after Spanish. I didn't notice that. Well, that seems to be Spanish. Is Italian? Ah, yes, there's Italian. So they're in a different order in the instruction manual to on the box. So Italian's before Spanish in here, and French is before German, but it doesn't really matter. But it's obviously designed for being sold in Europe, was this one, the export model. And try and get that in focus. So there's the dimensions: 16.8 times 10.5 times 2.8 centimeters, width, height and depth, and there's the inches. Want to read those. Power source, yeah, 4 AA's. There's specifications, I think they're in focus. These aren't in the instruction manual, they're just on the box, which is quite odd because many people eventually throw the box away. Speak German, there we are. I presume it's the same. Doesn't give inches though. And there's the French. Ah, that gives in inches and centimetres. Very strange. There's the Spanish. Blah, blah, blah. And that gives inches and centimetres. I forgot to mention the peso, the weight. 12.2 ounces. Libras are pounds, I thought. 345 grams. 345 grams. I thought Libras were pounds, but it's 12.2 ounces. And, well, here's Italian. Speak Italian. I think it says the same. I do speak some Spanish. Well, it's a bit shorter in Italian. It's 16.7 times 10.5 times 2.7 centimeters. Spanish is 16.8, 10.5, 2.8. It is in German, focus, and English. So for some reason when they printed the Italian ones they rounded it down. Well, the middle one's still 10.5, but strange. The peso, that's Italian, same as Spanish, that's 345 grams. So there's some features mentioned there. You can read those. Inventing radio. I think we looked at that, didn't we? That's just got a picture. That has as well. So this manual is quite detailed, but the print's quite tiny. There's not that much light in here. I'll have to put the lights on. Okay, my battery's getting flat.